It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
And when you look at Memphis, they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
They do have the talent necessary to get it turned around quickly. They won't want to wait too much longer to do it, but they can still make it a productive season.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, you told me that today is all about setting the tone for the rest of the season series with this team. He said they're going to be a tough opponent for us every time we see them, and we've got to let them know right now, today, that we're going to be just as tough for them. We'll find out, indeed, if they can set the right tone, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Partway through the season, some rookies are starting to hit that wall, that imaginary rookie wall. Doris, what can they do to power through it and continue?
You know, Kevin, I think this is where having the great leadership of veterans who understand what these young guys are going through, and then they help them, right? So they understand, one, nutrition becomes important, so that's part of the conversation. Getting the appropriate rest, right? You can't go burning the candle at both ends, and so much of a rookie's experience or a young guy's experience in the league is shaped by the veterans around them.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Brooks is out there with Chalmers. And it's Evans in at the small forward. Now here's Love. Love with the screen for Smith. Kicks it out to Love. Clock at 4. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Love's got the opening field goal of the game for Cleveland. And here is Chalmers. Green, the screen. Beyond the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
9 feet out, and the rejection by Evans. He kicks it to Chalmers. Here's Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
It's stolen by Green. Brooks, the pass to Chalmers. Back to Brooks. And it's Evans in the corner. From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Evans has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Calderon against Chalmers. Calderon kicks to LeBron. That shot off the mark, and it's Memphis the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
And so it's Cleveland with it. After Memphis gets the 3, Calderon dishes to James. Shot to stop the run, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Grizzlies.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the 3-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
Memphis leading by 5. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Evans. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
And that one falls for Evans.
And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. You see that in Memphis, that their key players in Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done.
And both free throws good for Tyreek Evans. And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through. And that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West.
Boy, Kev, don't you love the way Crowder works off the screen? He knows what spots to get to and where.
Left side Gasol. Passes it to Chalmers. Tries a 3. And another miss by Memphis. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Calderon. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Come on now, for a guy who earns his keep from long range, that's just too easy for Calderon.
And Chalmers kicks to Brooks. Pass to Chalmers. The 3. The offensive rebound. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And the shot's good from Crowder.
How good is King James at spreading the floor, involving everyone on the offensive end?
Gasol setting the pick for Evans. Here is Chalmers. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Clock at 6. Gasol. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Yeah, the assist has to go to the screen on that play. Gave him all the room he needed to rise and fire.
Evans passes to Green. They set the pick. Outside Gasol. Brooks kicks to Chalmers. Memphis moving it around. Here's Evans. And Evans with a stuff.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
James dishes to Crowder. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Chalmers, and that's going to be a travel. And the players on your screen now have been experts with the ball in their hands for the last 10 games, leading the small forward position in assists. LeBron James, #1.
Well, you hear the term point forward thrown around about some players, maybe a little too loosely. But when it comes to him, I truly believe it applies.
Oh, no doubt. He is their decision maker offensively, the one who calls the shots. And those decisions are almost always the right ones. He is just so smart with the basketball. Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
It's blocked. Evans outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. Doris, who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, to think he can dish it out, but I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today, and frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. And both free throws good for Evans.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
That's a pick by Love. Calderon kicks to Love. Smith against Brooks. It's Crowder on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb at penetrating towards the cup.
Evans up top. James covering. Chalmers against Calderon. It's deflected. Crowder with the steal. Smith the pass to Calderon. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Got a piece of it and stolen by Love. To the paint. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
You know, without a lot of shot blocking on the interior, the Cavs play a very conservative defensive style. A low rate of steals. They want to stay in front and prevent penetration.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Green comes in for Jay Crowder. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Jose Calderon. And for the Cavs, some defensive regression from a top 10 defense in 2016 Doors to a bottom 10 last year.
Yeah, it's hard to dispute the notion that their offense carried them. Now, some would attribute that to coasting in the regular season, but still, their aim was to win it all, and tough to do that if you don't defend at a high level.
Harrison kicks to McLemore. Parsons on the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 to shoot. Here's Harrison. Here's Gasol. That one, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Outside Korver. Latre. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Ennis passes to Harrison. He dishes it to Gasol. Snatched away. Inside. The Cavaliers pull it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Green kicks to Wade. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. There's Green with the 3. Parsons with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Here's Harrison. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Ennis. And Ennis slams it in. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Wade outside. He feeds it to Fry. Inside, Osman. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, you have got to love the dime, the pass on time and on target.
Harrison kicks to Gasol. Goes up at the stripe. Gasol with another miss.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Wade kicks to Fry. There's the pick. The dish to Green. Here's the teardrop. Parsons outside to the inside. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Now let's look at some numbers for Parsons. His last 10 games, he's averaging 10 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Parsons against Green. The 3 from Korver. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Korver's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harrison kicks to Gasol. The pass to Ennis. Back to Gasol. Buries the 20-footer. Gasol's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Green against Parsons. Wade right side. Outside for Korver. Misses the 3. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Pass to Harrison. Parsons on the wing. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. They set the pick. Outside Korver. And stolen by Parsons. Passes it to Harrison. 3-pointer. They get the rebound. That's tipped.
What anticipation by Channing Frye. Measures it up and sends it back.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
4 seconds left. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Jay Crowder making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown, and you hope that they learn and move on from it.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Harrison out there with Ben McLemore. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Ennis, and it's Martin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Memphis, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Ennis kicks to Harrison. Feeds it to Ennis. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harrison's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Grizzlies. Wade with it. Now defended by McLemore. Parsons against Korver. Wade right side. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Boy, a kickout's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
And Fry kicks to Green. And there's the feed to Wade. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Dishes it to Parsons. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. McLemore with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Jay Crowder's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's McLemore. Last game out, he had 14. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harrison. And the three ball is good. Harrison's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Harrison. That is his first foul of the game. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Kyle Korver. Memphis also making some changes. Evans comes in for McLemore, and it's Chalmers in for Andrew Harrison. On defense, the Grizzlies only giving up 2 points this quarter. Fry dishes to Green. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Calderon's got 5. And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
Right, Kev. He says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career. Never once got a technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love's checked in for Fry. LeBron comes in for Green. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Memphis also making some changes. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Parsons. And Brooks subbed in for James Ennis.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Love with the screen on Chalmers. In the corner, it's James. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. He's got 5.
Just nice ball movement there to create that shot. Calderon with the dime.
Cutting the screen. Here's Chalmers. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Of course, you've talked a bit about leadership, both on and off the floor. What are some of the traits, in your opinion, that make someone a person who would want to follow and the characteristics of a leader?
You know, I'd say someone who prioritizes winning, even at the expense of their own success. That would be the first thing. And then someone who's ultra competitive, somebody who's available on a night-by-night basis, somebody who doesn't let a little nick or a bruise impact their availability on a particular night. So unselfishness, competitiveness, and availability are 3 attributes that I love.
And leaders can be followers from time to time, too, don't you think?
Oh, there's no question about it. You have to be willing to be a part of a group, and sometimes that means ceding your leadership position.
That's good from Green.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
Now here's James. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
Here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
Now, guys, if Kevin Love is going to be this effective on both ends of the floor with a steal and finish, this team is hard to beat.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their play.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity, but you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and roll. The era of a post-up centric basketball team doesn't seem to be in the future.
Now here's Calderon following the shot by Evans. Calderon passes to Smith. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Now just a 3-point Memphis lead. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Green against Love. Here's Brooks, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Brooks.
When you look at the Cavs bench, you certainly see a lot of veterans over there. LeBron wants teammates he can trust in the heat of the playoffs.
Now here's James. He's got 5. Here's Love. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, guys, if Love doesn't finish a play inside, there's a high chance he's still going to find his way to the free throw line.
And Doris, coming into the NBA, Love's game was centered around the basket, a double-double machine.
Well, think about this, Kev. One of 5 players in the last 3 decades to average over 15 rebounds for an entire season. He did that in 2011. And he still remains a factor on the boards because he's got terrific understanding of positioning and great lower body strength.
First free throw is good.
And you know, if you foul Love, he's going to make you pay at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Love.
You know, it's interesting. Kevin Love, almost 2 different players, right, guys? I mean, a bruising offensive rebounder who can battle inside, but also a skilled perimeter shooter. That's a rare combination.
Now here's Evans. 9 points in the game so far. Martin wide open. He fires. And again, it's Memphis with the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 7. It's a pick by Love. Here's Calderon. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Calderon's got 5 points now in the quarter. And the 3-point shot is a growing part of Kevin Love's game.
Well, I think it's certainly something he's added since coming to the NBA. From barely shooting any early on in his career where he was a flat back-to-the-basket scorer, now 3-pointers account for almost half of his field goal attempts.
Green kicks it out to Evans. Memphis moving it around. Green dishes to Brooks. Green, the screen. Brooks setting a pick for Evans. And here's Chalmers from the arc. That one's not going to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Chalmers against Calderon. Kicks it to LeBron. Love with the screen on Evans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith with it. Gasol covering. Smith, no luck.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play. And that sends Tyreke Evans to the free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. Of course, I didn't know this. You grew up the youngest of 8 children. In what way, if any, did that help you develop a competitive edge you've been known for throughout your terrific career?
You know, I had 4 older brothers, and we played sports my entire life. I picked up the game of basketball at 7, and if you didn't have a little toughness with 4 brothers trying to compete against them, you were going to be in some trouble. So this game has been absolutely great to me.
And I'm sure you remember the first time you picked up a basketball and dribbled a basketball.
No question about it, Kevin. 7 years old, running through some hedges like I was coming out of a locker room. It was special.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
James in the post, covered by Evans. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know what's remarkable to me is how durable and how consistently great LeBron has been. It almost appears to me, guys, he's superhuman. You expect at some point age will start to take its toll, but he's done an amazing job of using his body and keeping it right.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And LeBron is at an age where you usually see players in the downslope of their careers.
Well, certainly, Kevin, this guy, when you factor in playoffs and international play, there's a lot of miles on that body. You combine that with the fact that he's top 6 all-time in minutes, it's incredible how successful he's been. Remember, this guy takes extraordinary care of his body.
And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg's 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
Gasol a screen. And that's Evans penetrating. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Grizzlies have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Throw good. Tyreke Evans. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Now here's Calderon. He has 7. He kicks it to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Calderon against Chalmers. Gasol setting the pick for Chalmers. Pass to Gasol. Looking to get it going. And that one drops for him. Gasol's got 8 points.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Now here's Calderon. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
Here's Gasol. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Count that one. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Calderon against Chalmers. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded closely. He dishes it to Smith. Love with the screen for Smith. From deep. But they recover it. Love can't hit. Memphis leading by 9. Evans outside. Now Gasol. He's got 10. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by Gasol. Chalmers has got 5 points now in the quarter. Cleveland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him, you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Green. Ennis comes in for Tyreke Evans. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Harrison in for Mario Chalmers. Now here's Korver. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Grizzlies have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the first one drops. He's off on the second.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
Korver kicks to Wade. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to end this cold run. Good. He hits the jump shot. Green's got his first points in this one.
And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
McLemore, no good.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
And stolen by Parsons. 3 on 3. The pass to Harrison. He feeds it to McLemore. Parsons against Green. And Parsons kicks to Ennis. Pass to Harrison. And here's McLemore. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
The dish now to Korver. They set the pick. Over McLemore. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front, up by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran Lou. Duran, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just we haven't made shots. We just got to relax. We just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Duran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. Tyreke Evans putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on a defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. And now the third quarter about to get going. It's been one outstanding game from Tyreke Evans.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
The second half just about to get going here. Here's Brooks. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Calderon is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Love in at the center. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Evans against Love, and that's Evans penetrating, and the dunk by Evans.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
Now here's Crowder. Love outside. It's stolen by Green. Evans outside. Down low. Out to Brooks. Evans passes to Green. Brooks against Smith. Here's Gasol. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gasol's got 12 points in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's the screen. A wide open look for Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Cavaliers fourth.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. 90 seconds now into the second half. Evans kicks to Green. Over in the corner, Chalmers. Over Calderon. Misses off the left iron. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. LeBron dishes to Smith. Back to James. passes to Calderon. And a miss there on the triple. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the right side. Chalmers passes to Gasol. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Love with the screen on Evans. James kicks to Love. Over Gasol. And that one's good. Love. 11 points in the game.
Boy, the contest was there, but simply not good enough to impede Kevin Love's vision and ability to make that shot.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And Jermichael Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played a few seasons in the D-League, Greg, but in his 3rd season, a full-time starter in the league with Memphis.
And the Grizzlies like his ability to space the floor from that power forward position. It shows you where the game is going. Face-up skills and mobility coveted at that 4 spot.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Gasol.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. LeBron kicks to Smith. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Well, I'll tell you, for a long time, the reputation of J.R. Smith, not ideal. But, you know, a little bit of poor decision-making, unfocused defensively. He's really matured. He's gotten better on and off the court.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, and Smith needs to continue to work on improving his shot from the free throw line.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Green kicks to Gasol. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter. And J.R. Smith, a natural offensively, but Doris's defense has come a long way too.
Amazing what winning titles can do. You start to appreciate what it takes to be successful. And you go back to his offense, though. A very good three-point shooter, even under great defensive pressure.
The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Free throw good, LeBron.
LeBron James is consistent enough at the line where he'll make you pay most times if you're going to send him there.
And Chalmers kicks to Green. Gasol a screen. Green dishes to Evans. Smith against Brooks. Smith kicks to Calderon. It's a pick by Love. Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to LeBron. Over Evans. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Here's Crowder. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
That's Jay Crowder demonstrating how strong he is. He's dominating the defense with his ability to play through contact.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing, also some toughness and depth.
Free throw good, Crowder.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
Now here's LeBron following the shot by Evans. James outside. Love with the screen for LeBron. The feed to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists in the game.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Now here's Evans. He's got 17. Good. Evans has got 19 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Yes, that goes in.
That's it. When LeBron is working near the rim, his strength becomes readily apparent.
Memphis leading by 8. Gasol, a screen on Calderon. Brooks outside. Back to Chalmers. Left side, Martin. They get the rebound. Gasol. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Wade's checked in.
One shot.
And there aren't too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 11. It's a pick by Love. James kicks to Crowder. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists tonight.
We know this. Jay Crowder is an effective shooter, someone who can shoot the 3 well. You've got to get into his space.
Love against Chalmers. Left side, Gasol. No good that time. Good D by Wade. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success. And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Memphis also making some changes. Parsons checked in for Evans. Ennis comes in for Brooks, and it's Harrison in for Mario Chalmers. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. McLemore's checked in for Marc Gasol. Parsons outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dishes to Love. Over Parsons, and it falls over the rim and in. Love's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Harrison kicks to Parsons. At the elbow, Martin. From deep, McLemore. Green with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after LeBron James's miss. Shot's good by McLemore. McLemore's got his first points of the game.
I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
Wade passes to James. And he drops it in from the low post.
A signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
Harrison kicks to Parsons. Pass to Martin. Back to Parsons and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. He's been dominant over the last month. 2nd in scoring, 3rd in assists, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Now here's Love. 16 points for him.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harrison kicks to Parsons. Rebounded by Korver. Korver's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. James in the post. Working on Martin. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from LeBron. Harrison kicks to McLemore. And there's the pass to Harrison. In the corner, it's McLemore. Martin the screen from the arc. And that's good. Then McLemore for 3. McLemore's got 5 now.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now here's Ennis. Pass to Harrison. Kicks to Parsons. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Harrison. The tray. Memphis the rebound. To the left side wing. Now here's McLemore. Guarded by Korver. Harrison kicks to Parsons. McLemore with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. McLemore, no good.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
It's a pick by Love. James kicks to Green. Love with the screen for Green. Cavaliers working now with a fresh shot clock. Wade outside. He kicks it to Green. Green, the screen. We've got 1:28 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Wade. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 7. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And Parsons kicks to McLemore. Back to Parsons. Here's Here's Harrison. He's got 7. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Korver kicks to Love. Cleveland the rebound.
Stop it. What can you do? James is so big and athletic that sometimes you have to foul him if you're on the defensive end.
And Kyle Korver, one of the league's all-time great shooters, still holds the single-season mark for three-point percentage at over 53%. He did that back in 2010.
Well, Kev, his floor spacing ability with that three-pointer is just so crucial to the team's success. This guy draws so much defensive attention, and think about it. An open three might as well be a layup for this guy.
Free throw good, LeBron. Green, he's checked in for Jarrell Martin. And both free throws good for LeBron. And LeBron James putting a lot of pressure on the Cavs to surround him with the talent to compete. Doris, yet right at the draft and start of free agency. The team going in a new direction in the front office.
Right, you're talking about a case of bad timing. Stars like Paul George and Jimmy Butler changing teams. You have to question the thinking to allow that front office turmoil at such a critical juncture.
And so here's Cleveland. 3-point lead. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Green dishes to Parsons. To stop the run, knocks down the 3-ball. Parsons got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
That stroke is just so effortless from the deep ball. Parsons with an easy motion.
Here's James, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third, and the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers lead by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Cavaliers shooting at 51%. Really solid. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Chandler Parsons. Ben McLemore is out there with Harrison. Then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. Chalmers with it. Parsons with a screen on Wade. And Chalmers kicks to Green. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Green with a screen for Ennis. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. There's the dish to James. They set the pick. Wade outside. Back to James. And James throws it down.
That's a vicious assault on the rim by LeBron. Incredibly accomplished dunker who's still got plenty of bounce in his step.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Here is Chalmers following the basket by LeBron James. Feeds to McLemore. From outside off the mark. Cleveland leading by 4. Wade drives in. It's rebounded by McLemore. McLemore's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Chalmers passes to McLemore. He dishes it to Parsons. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Off the pick, and McLemore slams it in.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. following the score by Memphis.
And LeBron James showing no signs of slowing up anytime soon, scoring with ease.
Chalmers dishes to Parsons. He feeds it to Green. Back to Parsons. They kick it out to Green. Bangs home the trifecta.
Parsons known for his scoring, but he is a big-time passer as well.
There's the pick. The feed to Green. Wade against Chalmers. Stolen by Chalmers. Dishes it to Ennis. And Parsons kicks to Chalmers. Kicks it out to Parsons. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Well, I'll tell you, with that high release point, makes it very difficult to block Parsons' jumper.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
And I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
Well, a max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they've needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
Some changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol's checked in for Parsons. Evans comes in for James Ennis. And Brooks subbed in for Ben McLemore. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Memphis leading. Now, here's Chalmers. Evans outside. And it's blocked. Green kicks to Chalmers. Gasol setting the pick for Chalmers. Just 4 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
And I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Green. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Crowder. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You know, guys, Smith not just a three-point threat. Very capable of doing work in the mid-range.
Gasol, a screen on James. And Chalmers kicks to Gasol. Back to Chalmers. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And Chalmers kicks to Green. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Evans. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's called on Channing Frye.
You got to respect the physicality of Evans. Excellent at drawing contact on his way up.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Evans. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans. And so it's Cleveland with it. A 2-point game. Evans against LeBron. Pass to Crowder. Out to Smith. Takes the 3. The offensive rebound. LeBron, good. James has got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Brooks outside. The pass to Chalmers. Memphis moving it around. Count it. 21 points for Marc Gasol. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. LeBron against Evans. Evans with some nice D. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Brooks with a screen on Calderon. Brooks outside. On the wing, Evans. Covered by LeBron. Evans. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in.
One shot.
That one misses for Evans.
Jay Crowder's such an efficient scorer, right, guys? I mean, this is one of the league's best finishers, especially for a guy 6'6".
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And here's Evans after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Good on the triple. And Doris, the three-pointer, a big part of Crowder's offensive game.
Well, no doubt. He's gotten better and better from out there. When you're shooting around 40% from deep range, that's getting it done.
Now, here is Smith. Back to Calderon. Smith outside. Three-pointer. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Calderon.
I tell you, Calderon is so good at getting his body set to face up on that catch and shoot. He makes that look so easy.
Kicks it to Chalmers. Gasol passes to Green. There's the dish to Chalmers. From deep, Gasol. The shot, no good. Good D from Love. LeBron kicks to Calderon. Pass to Love. To take the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
I tell you, that timing and that awareness Love has near the rim is something you simply can't teach.
And Chalmers kicks to Brooks. Here's the screen. Back to Chalmers. Brooks setting a pick for Chalmers. And here's Gasol outside. Gasol can't get that one to fall. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Smith dishes to Calderon. Smith in the posts. Brooks covering. And it's Smith missing.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Chalmers with the screen for Gasol. Gasol, a screen on James. Here's Evans. Another shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. That one is no good.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Crowder kicks to James. Calderon for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now Chalmers. Green, the screen. And here is Chalmers. Over in the corner, Gasol. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Gasol's got the game tied up here for Memphis. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. James, the pass to Love. J.R. Smith on the wing. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Oh, you know J.R. Smith has a love of the spotlight. He just made a huge shot.
Evans kicks to Gasol. Brooks dishes to Gasol. Passes it to Green. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Right, Greg, you've got to push him off the box because once he's got that deep low post position, turn the lights off.
And it's Smith missing. Memphis has gotten 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of them. Evans right side. Brooks with a screen on LeBron. Evans passes to Brooks. He kicks it to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Chalmers. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists in the game. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Calderon kicks to Smith. Feeds to James. Over Evans. And the rejection by Evans. And he's able to get it back. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. He dishes it to Green. Memphis moving it around. Out to the wing. He tries for 3. Chalmers' shot is no good. Cleveland's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Love kicks to James. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Now here's Gasol. No good. Good D from Love. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Calderon dishes to Smith. Love with the screen on Brooks. Evans against LeBron. It's in!
King
James with ice water in his veins. An absolutely breathtaking player.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
You'd think they want to do everything they can to get it to their hot hand.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Chalmers passes to Gasol.
It's in!
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And I think they've had enough time to try and get the ball inside, and unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Calderon for 3. He's off from 3. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chandler, you guys really passed the ball well tonight, and that seemed to feed energy at both ends.
Yeah, just playing selfish. As you can see, we're having so much fun when we play that way. When everyone's getting involved, everybody's touching it. It's just a much better team offense when we play like that, and it's successful for us.
It was successful tonight, Chandler. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.